video, you're going to learn how to get the best value of your gold. And that could be scrap gold, gold you found, which is what I'm going to be talking about here. And in that, you have a couple things you need to do. One, you need to separate your gold. 10 karat, 14 karat, and 18 karat to get started. Next, there's be some items that aren't marked. You don't know what it is, so you'll have to learn how to test your gold to see if it's 10, 14, 18, and so forth karat. The next thing we'll do is weigh the gold out. How much of it do we have? Do we have an ounce, 2 ounces? I don't know. We'll have to check that out. The next thing we'll do, we'll have to determine what the value is at today's market price, because it changes every day. So now I'm going to show you how to do that, a real easy way to do that. And finally, we're going to actually sell some gold. I'm going to actually sell this, and I'll show you how to do that and the best place to sell it. And we'll discuss some different ways you can sell it in the end. So anyway, my goal here is to make sure that when you sell your gold, you feel good about it and you're not getting ripped off. Stay tuned. We're going to get started right now. Here we go. Okay, what we have here is 13 rings and some other gold. All this was found on the beaches. And my wife, of course, has probably another dozen rings that she's keeping. That when the ring fits, she keeps it. So she's got some there. Out of these 13 rings here, I got one here that will be being returned to the owner. This is a class ring, and I found the owner to that, so that'll be returned. So we won't be selling that one. And as you know, I've returned a lot of other rings too. So this isn't everything I found, but this is this is what I call my honey pot, because this is ones I can actually sell. The big men's rings are really nice because I know that's a nice heavy ring right there. We'll talk about that in a minute. All right, but the first thing we need to do is separate everything. And I got 3 bags here marked 10 karat, 14 karat, and 18 karat. And what we're going to do is go through here and look at all the markings on the inside of the rings. Some of them will have marks and some won't. Some things here like this did not have a mark. We'll do a test, and I'm going to show you how to test the ones that were not marked. Okay, let me get in here, and I'm going to go through the easy ones and separate the ones that we know they are, and I'll show you some of the little inscriptions on the inside, and then we'll go ahead and go to the harder ones. And a couple things we got to talk about, too, before you actually take it and go sell it. So let's get started right now. All right, I had to break out my digital microscope to see some of these very faint markings on the inside of some of these rings. You can see some of them are kind of faded out. Some of them are bright, but it just depends on how much the item is worn. Sometimes they can wear it completely off. Here's one right here that's got 14K CZ. It's actually telling you that the stone on that ring is a cubic zirconia. Tells you right on the mark on the inside. And sometimes it will tell you on the inside if it's got diamonds on it, how much in carats of diamonds on the ring. But anyway, here's a few more if y'all want to just check them out real quick. And we're going to go on and move on to the next step. It's pretty cool. All right, we got everything separated into the carats. And I actually had one interesting. I have a 12 karat, which is not normal for the U.S. Normally it's 10, 14, 18. But this could have been a foreign visitor from another country to visit and lost that one. I did have one sterling silver ring in there that I had to take out. And I do have 5 items I could not identify a carat on. So we'll have to test those. We're going to test those right now. Anyway, looking pretty good so far. Got a lot of 14 karat there. Oh, one more thing here. When you get ready to sell stuff, you can't have anything on it when you take it to get it weighed. So we'll have to take that little pearl off. And one other thing, you might want to pull out anything that has value. And this right here, it might be one I might want to save. It's only 14K, but and it's only probably $80 worth of gold in it. But that ring would sell for over $200 if you go to buy it. So I could probably get $150 for it, just outright. But we'll talk about that in a little bit. All right, let's get going on the testing of this gold right here. Here we go. All right, I want to explain real quick what the carat means on a gold ring. You've seen the 10K, 14K, 18K. Well, 24K is pure gold. You won't ever see it on a ring, but just let you know, 24K is pure gold. So if it was 12K, it would be half gold, which would be 50%. Now, you see a 10K. So you can divide 10 divided by 24, which comes to 0.4166. That means it is 41.7% pure gold. 14 karat, if you divide 14 divided by 24, it comes out to 0.585, which means it's 58.5% pure gold in that ring. And 18 karat is 18 divided by 24, which is 0.750, which means it is 75% pure gold in that ring. So I just want to clarify that real quick for those of you who were not aware of that. All right, now it's time to test the gold. You see 5 marks from these 5 items. You just take it and you get a good scratch on it like that. So you got a good marking on all 5 of them here. And I got them in line. So what we're going to do, we're going to take the 10K first and just ask right here. If it's at least 10K, it will not dissolve that gold. So we're going to put a little stripe across each one. Just like this, and see if it eats it up. All right, as you can see, all those are holding 10K. So let's go to 14K. It'll eat it up pretty fast sometime if it is. All right, looking pretty good so far on the 14K. Actually, these 2 are eating it. I don't think they're going to make it, but I think these 3 are going to be 14K. So let's go 18. Oh, you see that? Look at it. Ate it right off. Ate it right off. Of course, that's going to eat it quick. You see it just ate right through it on those 2 right there real fast. I'm going to say that the first 3 right here are 14K. And these 2 are 10K. You can see they're still holding it really well. It's not eating it, but it ate it down below. See that? All right, that's how you test it. And so we'll put these items right here into the 14K. And as I said, you got to take this pearl off right here, and it actually just fell off on me. So you can't take anything to a jeweler or to sell gold with any other kind of stones in it, color stones in it all. If you have a class ring, like if I want to sell this one, I have to break that stone out. They don't want to. They're not paying gold price for that stone right there because the stones are pretty much worthless. Anyway, that's just a little tidbit of information there. All right, and these 2 right here are going to go into 10K right here, and we are all set for the next step. Let's get this all organized and weigh up our gold. Let's do it. For those of you that are interested, I will include a link in my video description for this little kit right here so you can test your own gold. All right, now it's time to weigh our gold. We're going to put all the 10K on here first and see what kind of weight we get. We have got our scale zeroed out here and ready to go. So as far as 10 karat goes, we have 22.64 10K right there. And I'm going to put one of these scales on my video description if y'all interested in getting one. You can get a real cheap one for like $8, a little better, about $14, and not very expensive. It comes in handy weighing your gold. Okay, 22.64. Let's go ahead and put this over here at 10K here. All right, we got 112K. Always make sure that's 0 when you start off. Wow, that 112K is 9.84 grams. Oh my goodness, that is one heavy ring right there. Okay, now the next one to do is the 14K. So let's see. Well, I can't do that one yet because it's got a diamond. I mean, it's got a cubic zirconia on it, and we got to make a decision on that one. So let's go ahead and do everything else we got here. Get all our 14K on the scale at one time. Okay, we're not going to be weighing this one. I think I might sell this one separately because I can get a little bit more for it. Probably get at least extra $50 for it than what I could get in milk value. So we're going to say, hang on to that one right there. Okay, so we got 35.46 grams of 14K. Wow, okay. All right, we're going to take that off. And now we're going to get, I got one 18 karat here. So this is for the 18 karat. Well, that's a heavy ring too. 11.67 grams. 11.67 grams. Man, I tell you, that's all right. Oh, that was 14 right there. Let me get over there. All right, well, I think we got everything weighed out. We're going to hold off on this one right here, like I said, and see about selling that separate. But also, I want to mention one more thing about the scale here. We're actually weighing in grams. A lot of the jewelers will weigh in penny weights. When you're talking to a jeweler, make sure you're talking apples and apples, and grams and grams, and penny weight and penny weight. Make sure if he doesn't penny weight, he converts it to grams so you can actually look at it. This right here will actually let you change the mode. You can go ounces, grains, carats. It actually weighs a carat, like a diamond, and grams. So make sure you're talking about grams and not penny weights or grains, they call it. All right, sounds good. All right, let's move on to the next step. Here we go. All right, couple more pointers. Y'all saw me hold this one ring out that I know I'll get more for it than just selling for scrap gold. There may be some other things in your collection if you got just scrap stuff or just trying to sell some stuff. Make sure you don't have anything that's marked Tiffany. Anything marked Tiffany is definitely worth a lot more than you can just scrap gold. If you got something like a collectible type thing, like a Mickey Mouse charm or something, you won't believe what some things like that go for on eBay and stuff. Look it up. It could go for thousands. It just depends on what it is and everything. And Rolex, the name brand stuff, check it out. You can always go to eBay, and if you got something specific, pendant, Mickey Mouse, blah, 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 and just try to see what the value it is before you sell it for scrap. Because the people that you sell it to may take and sell it to and make 10 times more of that money. So always check your stuff you're getting ready to sell. Make sure it doesn't have intrinsic value on something else. So anyway, all right, we've got everything separated out, and we know how much it weighs. We know the price. You can look on the paper or whatever and get the price of gold for that day. And there's a lot of mathematical things you go through to calculate it, but we're going to do an easy way. What I'm going to do is I use an app called the Kitco app. It's a major company. They buy and sell gold stuff too and all. But they every day update this app with what the price of gold is, and all you have to do is put the weight of your gold in the app, and it will tell you exactly what it's worth. Now at the top right, there'll be a thing, 100%, and you can put any percentage in there. And what we're going to do, we're going to put 90%, because we get 90% of actual gold value, you're doing pretty good. Nobody's going to give you 100%. If they tell you to give 100%, they're lying, trust me. So anyway, let's download the app. It's called Kitco, and I'll put my numbers in, and I'll show you how it works. Here we go. All right, you're looking at the Kitco Scrap It app on my screen here. And what we're going to do, everything's zero. What we're going to do at the very top, you want to make sure it says, besides scrap calculator, USD and gram. We're talking about grams. And then down below that it shows you the present price right now. It's 1901.30 per ounce as of today. And we're going to change this to 90% in this market value. And now what we're going to do is go put our numbers in. Now we'll put 22.64 in 10 karat, 9.84 in 12, 35.46 in 14, 11.67 in the 18 karat, and as you see on the right hand side, it automatically calculates for you what it's worth. 10K was 519.02, 12K was 270.68, 14K gold was 1,137.93, and the 18K was 481.52, for a total of $2,409.15. Okay, we got our gold weighed out. We know how much value we got there. We put 90% on there, but you actually put 100% and see how much it's actually worth in real gold value inside that ring. But anyway, we got to figure out if you want to sell it, we got to sell it. You could save it for investment, and for long-term investment, you could just hang on to your gold. A lot of people like to hang on to it. Me, I got to sell my stuff because I'm not independently wealthy enough. I got to have my cash and buy more equipment for metal detecting, right? We got to keep getting up and doing some more adventures for y'all. So anyway, years ago, I went around trying to find the best price, and I found a little store that was buying gold. I went in there and sold it to him, and he gave me the best price of everywhere I checked, and I've been selling to him ever since. This person no longer has a brick and mortar store. He works out of his house, so we're going to take it right directly to his house and sell it to him. He will give me 90% of the value, and so we're going to take it there and sell it to him. So If you wanted to get rid of something quick, you can always sell it to pawn shops, local jewelry stores, cash for gold places. You got a little shop to do that. But most of the time, you'll probably get somewhere around 50%, maybe a little more, maybe a little less. They got a lot overhead. They got to make money. So everybody's got to make a dollar, right? So you got to be careful about that. You can also mail it off, and sometimes you'll see people mention on we'll pay 98% or some crazy number. When they get it, you will not get 98%. Trust me, we've been down that road. They've always got excuses, from fees to there wasn't the correct carrot in there. There was dirt on it. I mean, just all kind of things come up where it reduces what you really get. But to get you in the door, they'll say a lot of things. But anyway, this is right there. We got this person right in front of us. We know our weights. When we hand to them, we know what it weighs, and we know what we should be getting. So that's where we're going today. So anyway, let's get over there and see what we get. Price of gold could go on up and down. I think it was 1901 when we weighed it. It could be 1950. It could be 1875. I don't know. But we'll see when we get there and see what it calculates to. Stay tuned. All right, we've arrived at Jeff the jeweler's house, and we're getting ready to sell some gold. Are you ready, Jeff?
Oh, certainly.
Jeff is certified in a lot of GIA, Gemological Society,
Institute of America, the GIA.
Okay. GIA certified in a lot of different aspects of the jewelry industry. And he's owned stores, jewelry stores before and everything, so he's real knowledgeable on the thing. He actually builds rings and builds all kind of stuff with it. But we're going to sell him some gold today. Jeff, what's the price of gold doing?
Let's look right this moment.
Jeff uses, I showed you all the app to use, and Jeff uses the same app, Kitco.
Yep, it's up to the date, up to the moment.
Yeah. What we got, Jeff?
Right now you got, refresh it, 1941.
1941. We actually were testing at 1901 in the previous part of the video. So right now we're going to get in here. We got all the same stuff you saw me package up, and he's going to set it up. We're going to weigh it up and see what we got. You ready, Jeff?
Yes, certainly.
Let's do it. Here we go. All right, as I mentioned in the first part of the video, Jeff normally pays 90% of the gold value, but he has just told me that he will pay 90.5%, extra 0.5% for anybody that mentions the Gigmaster. If y'all want to sell gold to him, I'm going to put his information in the video description. We're going to make an extra 0.5%. I like it. All right, we're going to start weighing it up right now. Stay tuned. All right, we're going to start with the 10 carat. If y'all remember, when I weighed it up, 22.64. Now I'm using a $10 scale. Jeff has a much more valuable scale and is certified by the state with the weights and measures department right there. So, but now 22.6. It looks like Jeff is going to sell in at 22.6. And if you bear, it's right in between because I had 22.64, so it's kind of on the border, but 22.6. So we're right on the money on that right there. All right. That's 10K. All right, we're going to move on to the 12K. All right, I had 22.6, but it was 1901 at 22.6, but now it's 1941.
Yep, and 90 cents.
And now it goes to 532. So we went from 519 to 532. So the increase in the gold price is to actually make us some money. Stay tuned. All right, we're going to weigh everything out, and what I'll do is I'll show you the sheet before and after at the end of the video here after we get finished on it. So let's get everything calculated up and see what we come up with. Here we go. All right, not sure if I explained this to y'all, but Jeff does calculates what it's worth when he receives it. If you calculate on your phone like I did, that's not what you'll be getting. I'm actually getting more because the price of gold went up. But the price of gold could go down before he receives it. But he can't give you a price until he actually receives it. And you'll know when he receives it. He can get an email or whatever. But that's when you know what the price of gold you're going to get. In my case, it worked out for the better because the price of gold is going up since I did it start with. So that's good. So anyway, I just want to mention that you can only do it when you receive it. The price of gold can jump up and down really fast. Can't it, Jeff?
Oh, yeah.
So anyway, just want to bring that little point out. All right, let's keep weighing it, Jeff. All right, somehow I got a 10K ring inside, what, the 14K, Jeff?
Yep.
And that's common, my mistake, so it's going to be a little different on the sheet, and I'll show you that when I calculate it out. But sorry, Jeff, I messed up. We all do it. All right, so anyway, let's keep weighing it out, and I'll show everything at the end. Stay tuned. All right, Jeff's going to have to take me back to school. He's found that 18 karat and my 14 karat. It was a piece I was testing, but he said it held the acid long enough to be 18 karat. So we're going to make a little money on that one, lose a bit on the 10K. So I think this will probably balance out pretty good. But that's how hard it is sometimes when you're testing gold with the acid. You got to wait. How long should it hold the acid, Jeff? Do you think?
At least a minute. 60 seconds.
So, sometimes if it's something really close, sometimes it's hard to tell. But anyway, we're getting it all straight right now. We made money. You ready to settle up, Jeff?
Oh, yeah. That's what we do.
All right, let's do it. Here we go. All right, that new relic recovery boat is looking better all the time. What y'all think? I love it. All right, we're going to get home and I'll explain everything to you what happened here as far as the differences in the numbers and all, and I'll show you both sheets. Stay tuned. All right, we did a little better than we thought. We went in there looking to find $2,409.15, and we actually walked out with $2,482.67. $72.52 more than we thought. But the Gigmaster made a couple of mistakes, but they ended up paying off. I did wait for gold to go up before I went over there. I waited a couple days before I went over there because gold prices dropped right after I made the first part of this video. So I waited for the gold to go back up, and that's what we did. But I actually had a 10K ring mixed in the 14K. He picked right up on it. My mistake. And I also had an 18 karat charm in the 14 karat. So anyway, those two balanced out. They kind of crossed each other out because the 18K was a lot more expensive. It was really heavy little charm. So anyway, that kind of balanced out, but we ended up with $72 more from the price of gold going up. We had calculated 1901, and it was actually 1941 when we actually cashed out today. So it can change by the by the minute. Gold prices are always changing, and you won't get a price from it until he receives the money, and he has to call and make sure he can sell it and everything at that price and all, because it can change and just drop right off the charts sometimes. But anyway, I hope this video helps you determine how much value you have in your gold. Instead of just taking it up and saying, how much will you give me? You have no clue whether he's ripping you off or not. Now you'll know how much he's making profit-wise, and you'll kind of know, now let me check around a little bit, Also, this way, you can take it wherever you want, and you know what the value is. I'll put links to the scales I used, and also to the gold test kit down in the comments, in the video description. I'll have links to that down there, so if y'all don't have that, you can easily go there. And my scale was right on. I mean, it's a little cheap scale, but it was right on what his certified scale said. So they're pretty accurate. I also put Jeff's info in the video description. So in case you do want to get in contact with him and sell it, I have his number, email, and all, so you can contact him and make arrangements if you want to sell him your gold. So anyway, I think that's going to wrap this video up. I'm sorry it took so long, but I wanted to cover the entire process of trying to sell your gold and the best way to go about it. So I hope y'all got some good info out of it. All right, appreciate everybody coming along this video. Don't forget to click like, comment below, share, subscribe to the Gigmaster. You never know what we'll be doing next. You know that. Stay tuned.